Hi, this is Mary Beth Shaw from StencilGirl Products. Welcome, welcome. You may or may not know me, but I am the owner of StencilGirl Products. I founded this company back in 2010 to bring artistic design stencils to the mixed media world and, well, just to whoever wants to use them. I've been an artist for about, 15 years. After an insurance career, isn't that the usual path that people take before they go into art, right? Ha! But today, what I want to do is tell you why you should fear no stencils. This is after 5 years of having this company, or 6 years, these are still the most common questions I get is, one, how do I use a stencil? And two, once I know how to use it, what do I use it for? Well, there's so many things you can do with stencils, and that's what I really want to tell you about. So for the month of June, I am going to broadcast every day, and you'll get a little bit of my ideas about stencils. I'll bring you along to some events that I'm attending and just show you a little bit about the inside of the stencil world. And I'm here to answer any questions you have about stencils as well. So this piece behind me is a painting that I made using stencils. Now, you might not start out doing that right at the beginning, but we can get you there. We can do all sorts of things with stencils, and from making painted paper to stenciling right on canvas to stenciling on your walls to stenciling on your staircase, because I did that in my house, and I might have to show it to you one of these days too. But first up, I'm going to start with the very, very basics. How do you use paint with a stencil? Because I am asked this question over and over. People find that they have leakage of paint underneath the stencil and they don't get the crisp result that they want. I know all about this because I used to do the same thing. Your inclination when you're stenciling is, oh, more paint, if it isn't coming out. Well, no, it's actually just the opposite. The less paint you use, it's going to be better. So I'm going to show you how. Let me move this painting to the side and I will give you a little demo here. All right. I have a stencil up here and I have taped this on with blue painter's tape. That's the removable tape where it won't damage your surface. You can get that at your hardware store. I'm going to bring this closer to the camera in a minute, so no worries, no worries. I want to show you what else we're going to be using here. I have a craft grade paint that we're using. This one just happens to be one that I picked up at Dick Blick that I use quite a bit. And I'm going to put a little bit out on my palette. So I've got paint on my palette, and I have sponges. These are two kinds of sponges made by the Soft Company, S-O-F-F-T. The reason I like them is they're dense. They're really dense, so they last a long time. They're not like those cosmetic sponges where they get all crumbly and then you got crumbled stuff in your, in your art. This is a smudgy. It fits over your entire hand, and that's really nice too. Plus, you can say hello to your friends with the smudgy sponge. But I digress. Okay, so here's what you do. I'm going to use the smudgy. Get a little paint. Get a little paint and then pounce. You pounce, pounce, pounce. But you can see I'm actually pouncing the paint off. I've got it on the sponge and I'm now pouncing it off because I don't want it to be too wet. You don't want it to be wet or gloppy. All right? So now I've got my stencil against my pad of paper, and I'm going to leave this leaning against the easel for the purpose of the pouncing, and then I'll bring it up and show you the end result. So I'm just pouncing up and down, up and down. I have a very intricate stencil because that's what we're known for at Stencil Girl. So I did the up and down, not side by side. Side by side is what would tend to give you some paint leakage underneath. So I stuck with up and down, and if you raise the stencil up, you'll see that we have a lovely crisp result there. So really, that is it. Fear no stencil. Get some paint, get a really dense sponge, get some paper, and try it for yourself. While you're at it, I'd like for you to go down to the bottom of the page and subscribe so that you'll know the next time I do one of these live streams, which is going to be tomorrow, by the way. And I will share more and more tips with you along the way. I thank you so much for watching and being a fan of Stencil Girl products. You can check out any of our stencils at StencilGirlProducts.com. After this is posted, this video is posted on our website, we will also have a link to a longer video that I prepared with my top 10 mixed media techniques. And you can watch that video for free. It's a 20-minute video, and I think you'll learn some new tips there too. So thank you so much.